All right, we are back at the RV today, guys. I'm pretty excited this morning. I was able to get both air conditioners running. The one out here has worked perfectly fine the whole time. The one back here in the bedroom was giving me some trouble. I would hear it kick on and buzz, and the fan would never come on. So I was looking on some of the RV groups last night on Facebook, and a couple people said take off the cover, reach up in there into the fan, get your hand mangled. No, they said without any power, of course. Reach up there and spin the fan with your finger, and then wait, and then try it again and see if it kicks on, and it did exactly that. So I know that I have a bad fan motor, although it is working perfectly fine right now, and a couple people said that once they did that, it just needed to loosen up, and it was perfectly fine, and they never had a problem with it again. I'm hoping for that. But at least I know in the back of my head now that if there is a problem, it's the fan. Something else that I'm excited about right now is having an answer to the question of can I run both AC units on my generator, and the answer is yes. They are both pumping away. They're not drawing any more amps than they were before, just when I was running the one unit. And I can already feel it cooling down in here. That's great, because yesterday it was 85, it got up to 90, and in here with only the one unit going, the heat from the back of the coach was just coming forward and keeping it hot in here. It just was not working very well. But with both of them on now, I can definitely feel that it is cooling down in here already. It's gonna be a good day. Something that I have realized with this kind of wallpaper here, heat is gonna be a problem. Let me show you this. Well, maybe I should say like constant swaying of weather. So in other words, stay out of Ohio. I showed you before how this here, when I had the first strip up, it had kind of pulled apart. I had to fix that. I noticed over here the other day, this was peeling down. So I had to fix that. Over here, that spread apart before, and I was going to leave it just like that because this is where the couch will go. You'll never see it. However, yesterday I noticed that it pulled apart even farther. So this paper like shrinks and expands with the heat and the cold. So I'm going to have to put another piece over that. But the worst part is right back here where I hung my shower curtain. Look at this bummer. I mean, that does not make me happy at all. I can easily fix it, and I'm gonna do that right now, but I'll be danged if I'm gonna run around here every day, all day, fixing wallpaper. So I'm not saying this wallpaper is bad, but 45 bucks a roll, I expected a lot more. I expected a better adhesive, and for it not to be so reactive to the temperatures. I mean, that's kind of crazy. And that is a bummer. Look at how crinkled that is now. I have extra paper, I can fix that. But that really concerns me now for the stuff that goes around the top of the shower here, because that tells me as soon as you take a hot shower, that stuff is toast. My solution right offhand is that I kind of lean towards thinking, okay, I could put a backsplash up there, whatever the same one is that I'm going to put right here. However, the backsplash is also peel and stick, like this stuff here. So I'm wondering if I'm going to have a problem right around in here, maybe even back here, once I start using the stove from that heat. I guess that all just remains to be seen. I'll find that out over time. And I guess I'll just deal with those problems as I come to them. But for now, let's go outside and do what we're here to do. We're going to go through the basement compartments, see what's in there, take stuff out, get rid of it if we need to. I think I might wash it out in there a little bit, measure it, get some new carpets to put in there, something like at the dollar store or something. And yeah, let's get to it. All right, guys, I have begun cleaning out what's referred to as the basement. All these compartments here that are meant for storage and whatnot in the RV. I started with this one right here, and the first thing I pulled out was the cover. I was hoping for the best with the cover, but as you can see, it's in a trash can or a trash bag. And I've already taped it up here, but this here, it's disgusting, it's dirty, it's all chewed up by mice, and there's patches and repairs, and it's a piece of junk. So that's going in the garbage. Now, I did find a couple of other things in here, including this right here, which I immediately knew was awesome. Let's go back here in the back and I'll show you what this is if you can't already figure it out. Our ladder right there stops short of being low enough for me to step on it, or anybody actually. So this right here goes on just like this and right up against the trailer, and that gives us about a 2-foot extension there, so I could step right up on that now, climb right up the ladder. Now, being a big fat guy, that kind of scares me, but I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I have it. And, you know, I'm always losing weight and gaining weight, so it is what it is. There are a couple other things in here that I'm not really sure what they are. Like, I don't really know what this goes to, or these. These appear to be some kind of steps or something that you connect somewhere. And I did put a picture of those on an RV group on Facebook to see if somebody can tell me what they are. This was also in here, Crossfire dual tire pressure equalization system. That's what I was talking about in the other checklist video about this thing right here and how you look at it to see the PSI. And then I found inside here was that label I was telling you about that tells you the normal pressure, 10 pounds over, 10 pounds under. So that's pretty cool. I'm making some progress so far already. If I come down here, you can see up underneath where there is a tank, and that is right below the kitchen sink. So I will be learning about those as well here as I move along, but for right now, we're just working on cleaning out these storage compartments. These old carpets will also be coming out, and I'm gonna scrub this down and clean it good in here. But for now, I'm gonna put that back in there and just move on to the next one. All right, let's see what is in here. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they have this in here, because there was not any of that kind of wood in the rig at all. There's some extra wiring and stuff. That looks like a nice size compartment to store stuff in, though. So I'll take all that stuff out of there and take it home and get it in the trash, except for the one block there. Looks like it probably has something to do with the stabilizers, so I'll probably keep that for the moment. I don't want to throw anything away and then realize I need it. Now these two here, I know what they are. This one has the propane tank and it takes up the entire thing. And then this one here is a giant storage compartment. I'll show you. And this actually has my ladder and my extra tire in it. There's some more room in there actually to store some more things, but that's what's in there for right now. Okay guys, we are back. It is hot. It is almost 90 out there. I just got here. I made a run to Walmart and I grabbed a whole bunch of stuff, and I actually remembered to bring my cooler, fill it with ice. I got some Gatorade Zero. I put a bunch of water in there, so I'll be drinking cold water instead of warm water now. I don't even think I said goodbye yesterday when I cut it off here because it was so hot. I don't know. Anyway, so first thing I'm gonna do, well, I got the place opened up. I turned on the air, and I got a 12-inch oscillating table fan I'm gonna set up in here to help move this cold air around a little bit, help it get spread out quicker in here. It is actually 93 in here right now, but that should cool down pretty quick with both of these air conditioners running. I'm gonna get this fan going, and like I said, it'll help to blow this cold air around in here and cool it down a lot faster than just the vents. You know, I can feel it coming out of the vents, but with the fan running, yeah, it'll just help it move around a lot better. And there we go, oscillating, blowing air. Okay, let's go on out here, guys, and we're gonna continue with these basement compartments here. In fact, here's one we didn't get in yesterday. I really need to take a look in here. I've been in here before. So, hold on. Okay, I gotta remember to get my 2x4 out of this one here every time so I can hold these open. Some of them, the hydraulics work good, but some of them they don't. I could probably just replace them. But for now, it's not that important. So, I've looked in here before, and I honestly do not know exactly what all this stuff is. I'm gonna have to learn that. Obviously, there's some kind of lines here. Open, drain, close. Oh, cool, we got a tire iron here. This is a broom that looks like it goes about halfway through under the coach there. As you can see, We had some mice in here at one point, so this stuff's gonna come out, and I'm gonna have to clean that out a little bit, like vacuum and put a new piece of carpet in there and that. Okay, actually, I'm glad I looked in here because this is something that I have been looking for. The water heater bypass. I have to sanitize and de-winterize my plumbing. And one of the things I have to do is make sure that that bypass is, well, turned off when it's winterized and then turned back on when it's not. Because obviously you have to be able to get to the water heater. So, good thing that I found that. This has seen better days. I'll keep it in there for the moment, but I'll get a new one and stick it in there. It seems to be a good place to keep it. Alright, let's go on over to the other side here and see what's in these compartments. It is 90 degrees out here right now. We'll start with these three because I believe these are just like basic storage. And I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I don't know what that is. Yeah, there's just some components and stuff that the other people left in here. Looks like this goes all the way through. Oh, that's locked. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so we got all three of them open here. There's really not too much in there. Like I said, everywhere around here, I'm going to replace that carpet because it's just grungy, but these things can be thrown away. I'll put a couple of mouse traps in there and stuff. Okay, this is cool. See, I pulled out the carpet, a little bit of it here, and you can see where the original carpeting that's in here is in excellent condition. So I'm just gonna clean that out, sweep that out, and yeah, I'll get some more carpet, kind of like this stuff here, to put back in there, some kind of outdoor carpet or something. That's a lot of nice storage space in there, actually. 3 compartments, they're all joined, so if you have something long, you can just work it right in there. I think I'll put my carpet, my extra carpet in there, just to have somewhere to store it so that it's not sitting in the RV, because as you can tell, no moisture gets in there or anything, so that'd be a perfect place for it. Okay, we got another small compartment here. See if this little, hold on, see if it's gonna stay. Yeah, that's gonna stay. Some of these things work and some don't. If this little wire here is connected up here, it'll prevent it from opening that far. It'll only open to like a 90-degree angle. But when you take it off, it opens all the way up. Oh, okay. There we got a little bit of evidence of what used to be a mouse home, a little mouse friend home. So we'll have to clean that out of there. Oh, and that's a bag of gloves, actually. I'm not gonna grab that till I put my gloves on, but yeah, we'll have to clean that out of there. Got this one here. Okay, look, we got an exterior shower here. There's our city water fill. If we pull up to a park, that's where we hook up to the water. I believe there's supposed to be a water filter in here somewhere, unless I just have to add my own. I don't know yet. Let's see. Waste tank flush. Gray holding tank. Okay, so here's where you flush your tanks out, empty your tanks, city fill, water tank fill. So if we were filling the tanks with fresh water, we'd put it here. If we were hooking up at a campground, we hook it here, or turn that little knob to that. That's how I believe it goes, to my knowledge so far. Here's how we turn on the water pump. Lights, but I don't know. There must be some lights up in there or something. I'll have to pull all this stuff out of here and clean that up. I've got new hoses and everything. All that junk that belonged to somebody else is just getting trashed, though. You know, I'm sure that it's useful in its own sense, but I'm just trashing it. I don't like to use somebody else's gross stuff. That sounds mean, but I mean, that's the way it is, you know? And we got one more here. That one's actually where the generator is. You can hear it blasting our ears out. Okay, yeah, this is all our hoses. Sewer hose, our stinky slinky. All that stuff's gonna be pulled out of there and trashed. Oh, we got our plug back there too. This is a 30 amp. So yeah, I'm gonna get my gloves on. Actually, I think I'm gonna sweep that out first down there, get that taken care of. And then, and the little one over there where we saw the mousy hole. And then I'll get my gloves on and come out here and clean all this stuff. And in the next video, we're going to sanitize the tanks and de-winterize them. Get some water going in here so I can use the toilet and take a shower, test all that stuff out, make sure there's no leaks or anything. All right, I'll show you when it's all cleaned up. All right, those 3 are all cleaned out and swept out. Conveniently, I was able to run a power cord out of the window up there and use the sweeper. I took out these 3 light bulbs that were up in there, and I'll replace those today. Just collect those as I go here, and then I'll make a run out to LaRose or something and buy all of them that I need to replace them all. I love this so much, guys. I actually absolutely love being out here cleaning all this stuff up and seeing this and knowing that it's getting clean and learning every crack and crevice and inch of this thing, so that if anything ever goes wrong, I know, I mean, I won't know what's wrong with it, but at least I'll know where to look, you know, where to start. Oh, holy crap, guys. Okay, so I got the mouse hut cleaned up over here. That's all cleaned out, the old carpet out. I swept everything and wiped it down. Got the mouse house out of there, so that's good to go. Then I moved over all this crap I've taken out of these 2 areas here, swept them out, and this one's still a mess, but this one I just cleaned out, cleaned it all up, washed it all down, and dried it and everything. So that's done. And I've been buying things that I need along the way. So all this stuff that I took out, I have brand new stuff in the rig. I'm gonna bring out here and store in these, and then I'll lock them up. And those will be all ready to roll with all brand new stuff. I made sure that I looked at everything in here, including this thing right here. Made sure there was no cracks or anything in it. Everything looks good. Okay, guys, that's finally done. I can't believe what a job it is just to clean these compartments out. But it's 95 degrees out here right now. I am dying in this heat. All these are done on this side. Got the new stuff out here and it's all locked up. Cleaned all this up in here. Washed it down. Washed down those lines and everything. So that one is ready to go as well. I'll come out here one day when I'm actually ready to wash the outside of the rig. And I'll open these back up again and I'll wash, you know, the compartment doors and all the little cracks and crevices and everything. Because that's just one thing that would drive me crazy if it wasn't that clean. So, all right, guys, signing off. There's your basement compartments. I never cleaned that first one with the hot water pump thing. I don't know. I'll do that one later. I'm signing off, guys. I'll see you in the next video.